Hi there, and welcome to Let's Stress Less. If you're a woman who's feeling overwhelmed with life because your stress is out of control, you're pretty sure your stress could be affecting your health, and you want to get a handle on that before it gets worse, stick around. I've got you covered. I'm Chantel. I'm a registered nurse and your lifestyle design coach for stress mastery. And I can show you how to unwrap the gift of stress so you can go from barely surviving to fabulous and thriving. Hi there. In a previous video, we talked about 5 common obstacles to self-care. Today, we're going to talk about 4 powerful ways to overcome obstacles to self-care. There's a lot to unpack here, so let's just dive right in. The first thing is to get clear on your why. Over time, it's easy to forget why you started making changes in your life. When you forget why you started, it can lead to a loss of motivation. This is especially true when you encounter obstacles along the way. It's much easier to give up on your self-care journey when you lost focus on your goals. You have to know your why. When you know why you're doing what you're doing, it helps keep you focused and present. It helps you keep pushing and moving forward even when it's hard. Your why needs to be big enough and strong enough to keep you motivated and determined to overcome distraction, challenges, and temptations. Beware that you don't get distracted and detoured by the how. The details of how may overwhelm you and you may be tempted to throw in the towel. But when your why is big enough, it can move past any how standing between you and your goal. Your why gives meaning to everything you do. Think of the benefits resulting from the changes you're making. Are you healthier, happier, or more efficient? Are you more productive, patient, or more available? Do you feel a little more confident, worthy, or valued? If you're new on your journey, maybe you only imagine that you will be those things. But imagining and dreaming of a better outcome, a better you, a better tomorrow is a perfect beginning, and it's worth fighting for no matter what obstacles you come up against. When you remember why you want to change, it can push you to carry on. Number 2, challenge your belief. You may have heard that there are always 3 sides to every story: your side, the other person's side, and the truth. The same concept applies to beliefs. You may have certain beliefs based on your upbringing, your experiences, or your feelings, but there will always be another way to look at any issue. By challenging your beliefs, you aren't establishing a right or wrong outcome. You're looking for a new way to think of an issue, belief, or situation that may serve you better. Unfortunately, if you hold on to limiting or inaccurate beliefs, your subconscious will look for ways to prove that your beliefs are true, and they will eventually become self-fulfilling prophecies. When you accept obstacles as a reason to not address self-care, you are putting yourself and your health in danger and limiting your ability to serve and show up for those who may need you. But what does it mean to challenge a belief? Well, when you challenge a belief, you question its value. You question its truth. You look for factual proof, and if you can't find it, you look for other possible outlooks. You may say you don't have time or that change is hard. Maybe you believe that to make a difference, you'll need to spend time, money, or energy you just don't have right now. You may feel that putting your needs at the top of your list is selfish. There's so many possible obstacles to self-care, and all of them feel real. But are they? To know for certain, challenge your belief that this particular obstacle is real. So how do you do that? Here are 10 questions to ask yourself to challenge your beliefs. First, what evidence do I have that what I believe is actually true? Next, am I confusing a thought or fear with a fact? What would I tell a friend who was having the same struggle? Am I concentrating on my weakness instead of my strengths? Am I assuming I can do nothing to change my situation? Is there another possible viewpoint? Am I basing my belief mostly on my feelings and emotions or on true evidence? Do I have experiences that contradict my beliefs in any way? Am I allowing myself to be a victim instead of taking charge of my life and my health? Can I change the angle, lens, or difference to reframe my perception of this obstacle? And finally, Once you've challenged your belief regarding any of your current obstacles to self-care, ask yourself, what are the possibilities? Then choose one. Here's some examples. Obstacle: I don't have any time for self-care. Challenge: am I assuming I can do nothing to change my situation? Do I really have no time available in my day for me? Possibility: I can use the time I already have to introduce small habits or changes to my current self-care plan. Obstacle: change is hard. Challenge: am I concentrating on my weaknesses instead of my strengths? Possibility: making choices to change my situation now may be hard, but allowing my health to deteriorate and dealing with those consequences would be even harder. Obstacle: I feel guilty when I spend time or money on myself. Challenge: what would you tell a friend who is having the same struggle? Possibility: I matter too. When I take care of myself, I have more to give. I can choose new habits that don't cost, and I can fit them into moments throughout my day that feel like wasted time. Obstacle: my stress is so big, I need a big solution. Challenge: is there another possible viewpoint? Possibility: I can take small steps to start and then use the principle of added upon to eventually make big changes, one step at a time. Ultimately, it's up to you to realize that if you don't take steps now to improve your self-care efforts, there will come a day when your body will simply say, no, I cannot do any more. And then you will no longer have the choices you have today. Number 3, rewrite your story. We create stories based on our experiences, our thoughts, and our beliefs. We create the story of our life, and then we hold on to it, determined to live it whether it serves us or not. Maybe your story is that it's hard, that it will take more time, energy, or resources than you currently have. Perhaps you've decided that self-care is selfish and you're not worthy. Maybe you think you're too busy, or you feel guilty thinking of putting yourself first. Maybe your expectations are too high and you think you have to make huge changes to create meaningful improvements to your health and your stress levels. Maybe you tell yourself that it's just too overwhelming to think about right now, or that you don't even know where to start. Are you happy with your story? Is it serving you? Is it helping you to become the best version of you? Or is it holding you back, keeping you stuck in negative patterns, unhealthy beliefs, and behaviors that keep you from what you really want? Or are you ready for a fresh start, a new chapter, or maybe even a whole new story? Are you ready to break out of your rut, stop your unhealthy habits, reach your goals, and live the life you want, the life you dream of? Well, guess what? You are the author and the narrator of your story, and you can rewrite your story however you choose. You can create meaning and purpose. You can decide who and what you will be. Are you the victim, the villain, or the hero? Are you strong and valiant, or weak and ineffective? Rewriting your story isn't about ignoring your feelings or facts or denying your negative experiences. And it's not about pretending everything is fine. Rewriting your story requires that you consider an alternate view, looking for and finding meaning in the experiences and choices you encounter every day. Rewriting your story empowers you to be your best self. It takes away the excuses and allows you to choose, to take responsibility, and to make choices that allow you to become the person you choose to be, the person you can only imagine today, but long to become. Rewriting your story simply requires that you shift your perspective. You can't always change the things that happen, but you can change how you view and respond to those things. You can decide what they will mean and how they will impact your future. You give them meaning, good or bad. Reframe your perspective and you change your story. And that changes your actions. Your actions determine the outcome, which changes your life. Number 4, just do it anyway. We have a lot of reasons for not making needed changes. We get stuck in the obstacles and the how. We lose sight of the why. We fail or forget to challenge the belief. We make excuses and we cling to a story that doesn't serve our best interests. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Just do it anyway. Whatever it is you need to do to make your life better, to improve how you show up, what you experience, how you see the world and your place in it, whatever it is you need to do to move yourself forward, decrease your stress, improve your health, redesign your lifestyle, or reframe your new mindset, Whatever new habits you need to incorporate or old habits you need to let go of, just do it. Just make your needs a priority and trust the process. Sometimes we have to do a thing in order to understand why we needed to do it. The answer is in the outcome, so just do it anyway. I hope you found at least one new way to work on overcoming your obstacles to self-care. If you did, share in the comments. How do you overcome obstacles to self-care? If you like what you're learning, hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you can be notified when my next video comes out. And tell your friends, after all, stress is contagious and they have it too. My goal is to help you learn to unwrap the gift that stress can be while never losing sight of the reality that unchecked, stress can wreak havoc on your brain, your body, and your behavior. I want you to be empowered to take control of your stress now and course correct to fix some things before your health is at risk for devastating consequences. And I want to help you reframe your relationship with stress so you can fall in love with your new best friend. Join me each week right here for more tips, tools, and valuable insights as you learn how to recognize and unwrap the gift of stress so you can take control of your life, your health, and your happiness as you go from barely surviving to fabulous and thriving. And if you'd like more videos like this, make sure to watch the video on your screen. I think you'll like it. And always check the description box for links to more free tips and tools to help you master your stress. See you next time.